Hello guys. So this video is about the Chinese property market crisis and the recent news related to a major property developer in China, Evergrande. It is the world's most indebted property developer, a name which no property developer would like to have. So it has filed for bankruptcy protection in US under Chapter 15. Now this chapter relates to cases involving more than one country. So the property crisis is not new to China. It has been taking place over a period of time. So for example, in 2021, this very company, Evergrande, had defaulted with liabilities of more than $300 billion. And now it has posted a combined loss of $81 billion for the past 2 years. So the situation looks grim. Now, there was the Chinese administration saw that in several years back, they saw that the housing prices, the housing market prices were continuously increasing, and there was a lot of leverage in the market. So they wanted to control that. For that, they introduced a 3 red line policy. So this policy has some criteria to be met in the form of financial ratios. So short cash to short term borrowing, debt to equity, liquidity to asset ratio. So once this criteria is related to these ratios are met, then only the property developers would be able to increase their debt. So what happened was that it was initially successful in bringing down the prices and sort of deleveraging the market, but later on it was found that there were a lot of cases of unfinished projects, housing projects coming up, and also mortgage protests were also taking place. So ultimately there was a plan to roll back this policy, okay, because it has stopped working in its original form. And this in all of this, what happened was that several major developers involved in 40% of the housing sales in China, they defaulted, and that obviously included Evergrande. Another major company is Country Green, which also stands at a risk of default in days to come. So the situation is really terrible, and there are measures taken by the Chinese authorities or regulators. So, for example, to avoid a major impact in the stock market of China, the Chinese securities regulator has taken a few steps. For example, increasing the trading hours, then cancelling the transaction costs for the brokers, so on and so forth, and also in the forex market. So to arrest the decline of the Chinese currency yuan, okay, to stop to arrest the devaluation, they have taken certain measures. But the question arises is that whether these measures are enough or not. So with rising unemployment of youth, declining retail sales, and an extremely disappointing post-COVID economic recovery, it seems that such measures may not be enough, and more radical steps and measures would have to be taken. But the question which hogs the limelight now is, what impact will this real estate crisis have at a global level to other countries? That remains to be seen. Thank you very much.